Hi everyone, this is Gurveer Singh Dhaliwal and the topic I have selected is functions. I have taken up a very small topic that is known as recursive functions, and I am going to drive in a few programs to just show you that what is the usage of functions. So first of all, let's select one program, and this one would be a perfect at this moment to explain to you what I need to. Let us first run this and see. Factorial of given number, please enter a positive integer only. Let's see, we enter 5. So what have we got? Factorial of 5 is 120. Let's see, 720. Let's see, 10. It is 3628800. So for your information, let me tell to you that factorial is nothing but multiplication of all whole numbers to get the factorial of the given number, and factorial of 5 is 120, factorial of 4 equal to 24, and so on. I will show you certain programs and drive in it to show how does this program works. Here I have taken a function named factorial and a factorial of number. Factorial of number just inputs the number and sends the number to the function factorial to get the output as factorial. Now what is here? See, when we input 5 from here in factorial of number input that we select it to be 5, so this function factorial is getting called with 5. Then when this function is getting called with factorial 5, let us indent it a bit so that we can understand better. Sorry, here it goes. 5. So global f, if x not equal to 1, is it true? Yeah, x not equal to 1. We are calling factorial of x minus 1. So from here what happens is we are shifting to factorial of 4, and from factorial of 4 we are shifting to factorial of 3. You can drive in and check my given program if I match or not to, and then again the last time this function will get called is at factorial of 1. So now is the main execution of the program. What will happen over here is it will return as f equal to f into x. What happens over here is straightforward, pretty straightforward. See, factorial of x minus 1 if x not equal to 1. This code didn't get executed at factorial of 1. So the code that got executed was f, which was 1, turned to f equal to 1 into x, that is 1. And from here what happens is this program gets closed. Now we are into factorial with the value sent at in factorial of 2 we will now, as we have executed the if, we will execute the normal statement, that is f equal to f into x. So now f's value equal to 1 and x equal to 2. So f will be 1 into 2. Now this function has also got closed. So control of flow has again shifted to factorial of 3 here. Now f equal to 2 is present value. We will again run this code and we will again get 2 into x's value was 3. So 3, and now 3 into 2 6. So f equal to 6 into the given value of x, that was 4, and so 4 is what gets executed. Now at last f equal to 24 into 5. So the value 120 is the final value of x. The main thing that I had got to show you from this dry run was that once the control of flow transfers from factorial of 5 to 4, then to 3, then to 2, then to 1, but it doesn't happen so that it closes at this. The flow of control again falls back to 2, then to 3, then to 4, and then to 5. So what I wanted to show is a function, either it calls itself or not. All the codes till the end are going to get executed either at the beginning or after the end. So the thing that I wanted to show you is up here and running. See, here is one program stating this thing where I have used this line down, f equal to f into x. This is the code that gets executed once each and every function is getting closed. Factorial of 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. This is the way that the flow of control falls back, and then it will again come back to 4, 5 respectively. Yeah, I have some other good programs also for you to just check what I have been doing. Here is one more function for factorial. Its task is the same. I am getting the same output. See, 4. Let's see it for 120. Okay, let's see it for 10. And here all the values are getting executed. See, we have got such a large numbers also. Okay, let's close this. I have got a third program for you in which I am checking that x not equal to 0. F equal to f into x factorial of x minus 1. And the fourth program that I have got is if x equal to 1, return 1, else return x into factorial of x minus 1. All the examples are added to the entry. You can try the code yourself and check it out. Just dry run all the codes by indenting them. If a new function is getting called, and close each function after executing the code, and you will definitely get the desired output. Recursive function.